Hi everybody, welcome to this week's video, number 4, and we're continuing on with the self-care series, this being episode 3, Reiki. Now again, we're doing crash courses on these things, so giving you the very basics, but then if you find that it works for you, you can certainly go out and get more information, or you can contact me at contact@themagiccabin.com. Reiki. Reiki is a Japanese form of energy healing, the alternative way of medicines that we understand today. It's based on your chi, which is your life force energy that goes throughout your body. Remember, we spoke a little bit about those energies on last week's episode with chakras. This life force energy is flowing through your body. Now in chakras, we talk about the discs of energy. Now we're talking about the flow of the energy from those that go throughout your body. The word Reiki is 2 parts. Rei stands for higher power, and Ki is your life force energy. So when you put the 2 together, Reiki, it stands for spiritually guided life force energy. So you dial up, you're calling in the energy, and you're utilizing it to move through you or through your hands to help someone else. Now, I know all of you are super connected out there in the internet world, and you've all seen probably out on YouTubes or TikToks or all of these things where people talk about that energy in your hands. But I'll go ahead for the few that are out there that may be watching this that have not seen that. I'm going to quick do a run through. The energy that you have in your body, you can put between your hands and you just rub them together, okay? And you rub them together for a while and you can feel it getting warm. And you just keep doing it as quick as you can. And then you pull your hands apart. Now push them together. And you start feeling just the slightest bit right about there. And you can even put your hands around it. But you'll feel that slight bit of resistance. That's where you know you stop. You can kind of push in like I'm doing. And you can actually feel it. That is your energy. That's your chi. This is where a lot of power is put in. You can heal with this. You can heal yourself and you can heal others. Now that energy is within your body, okay? You already have it. Some people may not be in close contact with it or awareness of it or anything like that. It's okay. Nobody needs to be a professional to know how your chi works in your body. You're your own master, okay? Now, if you want to help others, yes, it's probably best to go ahead and talk to the masters about it, how to learn it, how to be able to help someone else with it. You don't want to take away your chi. You want to take a piece of it to hand over to activate their chi. What this does is you envision this energy and this flow. You've already felt it. You know it's there. So I'm sure a lot of people are like, well, what do I do with it? Now is where your envisioning comes in. Your mind is going to help you do this. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to take a couple of deep breaths. I know everyone's tired of hearing that, but that truly is the way to quickly center and focus to block all the rest of the world out just for a few minutes. You just close your eyes, block the world out, not listen with these, but listen inside. And remember, focus on your spinning discs. Listen to that buzzing of the energy inside of you. And now, picture in your hands almost a light, a gold light that comes out, and you can add it. I love bling and sparkly stuff. I like picturing it glittery gold light, shimmering. And I know a lot of other people that I've helped, they all talk about beams of light, or some of them like to see it as like a smoky sense, mistiness coming off their hands. Whatever it is that works for you, that's what you go with. Picture that energy emanating and make your mind show you what it looks like. Say, I want to see this. So picture in your mind, what would it look like to you? Now envision that coming out of your hand. When you picture that in your mind and you have this energy coming out, put it where you need the help. Say you're feeling anxious and stressed out that day. Put it on your chest and just feel it going through. Envision that leaving your hand, going into your chest and spreading out. Do the same on your shoulders. Where do we all hold a lot of stress and worry? In our shoulders, the back of our necks. Maybe you're not doing so hot after going out to eat with some friends or something. You've got it right here. Put it on your abdomen. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and then envision, see in your mind the energy going from your hand into the area that needs the help. If you need help sleeping, you've got your answer right here. Put it on the side of your head, lay back, relax, and envision the energy, however you see it, leaving your hand and seeping into the side of your head and just washing over you. Do both hands, make them connect inside, make those energy lines join together and spread out. Whatever it is that you need to be able to envision that, do that. There's no right or wrong way at this point. This is you connecting to you. You're the best one who's going to know how to do that. Your energy and your power is very remarkable. But we live in a society where a lot of these things are shunned or not tested. It's really sad that it's not as open as it should be. It's getting there. We've made giant steps in the last 20 years. But I really still believe it could be much larger steps. You all have that power inside of you. It's been around for thousands of years that people have utilized these things, not just witches. It's all about your life force energy. We all have power within. But the power within is like a little fire and it'll get snuffed out by keeping up with the Joneses. I've got to work 2 jobs. I've got busy life with kids and soccer and softball and football. And then we've got to go to the friends' for their dinner night. And then we got to find a time for date nights. And then we got to balance the checkbook and get gas in the car. And then we got to plan vacations, and you get the drift. Life takes over. No time to focus on ourselves. What you need to do is, it's just minutes. We all have a few minutes. And what I find awfully common is when I tell people it only takes mere minutes to center yourself out. They're like, well, I only have a few minutes on my break or my lunch, or when the kids are in the playroom and I've got a few minutes to myself. I just need to be quiet and relax. I don't want to use that time for anything else. Well, it's funny because that's what you're doing. You're taking a few minutes to relax. You're just concentrating on one specific way of doing it instead of sitting there and you're not really focusing on how to actually relax. Just sitting down, letting the body rest for a minute is very, very different from relaxing the body. And we often forget that when we're relaxing the body, we have to relax our mind as well. That body follows wherever this mind is going. If you're always focused on how busy you are, how worried about something you are, or how bad you don't feel, and so on and so forth, the body follows, doesn't it? Suddenly you just feel achy and you feel kind of shitty. And on top of it, you're thinking, oh, how am I going to get myself out of this? Now you just bombarded yourself with more worry, more stress, more thinking work that you've got to do. When all you need to do is sit down, put the mind at ease by taking a few breaths. And remember, in meditating, we talked about engaging the senses. Okay, this way we're going to reverse that. We're going to try to tone down some of them senses. We're going to try not to listen to what's around us. We're going to try not to see what's around us. We're not going to be eating or drinking anything while we're doing this. We're going to take as much stimulation from the outside away from us. So you sit, just like we taught you in the meditation one, sit loosely, comfortably. Lay your head back if you need to. Just to that resting point right here. Close your eyes. And just take some deep breaths. Spinning discs, all of a sudden you can start hearing them hum. You start feeling like everything is just flowing normal and in perfect routine. That's it. That's it. You clear your mind, think of nothing. And wherever you go to, like you do to meditate, go there for a couple of seconds. Even if it's like you're looking through a pair of binoculars to go see that spot, and just put yourself there just for a minute. You take those couple of minutes for yourself, and then you open your eyes, you just feel rejuvenated. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be able to go for like 3 days straight with no problem. But for that moment, you're rejuvenated and certainly well enough to go on for a little while that day. You may have to do it a couple of times. Maybe you will be good for a day or two. It depends on what your life is like. Just remember, you always have that energy flowing within you, which is we use that energy for manifesting. We hone in on that energy for self-care, but also to help other people. The intelligence, we use that to know herbs and how to help people in natural ways so as not to disrupt the energy. That's all for today. Again, if you find that Reiki is more for you, look into it. You certainly have it all out there. Look into masters if you really feel that this is something you want to do not only for yourself but for others. That would be great. Learn how to pass that energy on to others. You can actually do that right now with these very basics I just gave you. Just imagine that power like you're going to give to yourself in the areas that you need that help. You take that power and you lay it on them. Same thing. Imagine that the mist, the smoke, the beams of light, the shimmery lights, whatever you envision your power to look like. Feel it starting in the chest, making its way to the arms, and then out the hands. Put your hands on the person wherever you think they need a little bit of rest, a little bit of rejuvenating, putting a little energy and life back into their chi to get their chi up and going again. Help them sleep. Lay your hands on your shoulders or on the back of their head. That's a big spot for people. Sometimes laying them on their chest and one on the abdomen helps a lot of people. Whatever you feel, you can do that. But if you really want to be a healer to many, I suggest going to talk to a master and find out more. If you would like just more information about Reiki, how to help yourself with it, certainly send me an email to contact@themagiccabin.com. I would be more than happy to help you with that. Until our next one, you have a great day. Hope it's full of magic, and blessed be.